Last name?
Mario.
Okay, what's your name?
Luigi.
Luigi?
No, Luigi Mario.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Chris.
And I'm Christian.
And we're here to review
the Super Mario Brothers movie.
The Super Mario Brothers movie. A movie which,
got really negative reviews.
Negative?
And,
not a good response.
Yeah, it was hated by the Nintendo community in general.
And Nintendo itself. But we thought we gotta take a look at this and kind of give our thoughts and whatnot on during our Mario month. We have to.
Yes.
So I guess we should just kind of just go over a little history about it, and then we can kind of talk about what we personally think about the movie.
Yes. So it was released in 1993 and directed by Rocky Morton and
Annabelle Jenkel, I guess that's how you say it. It was very loosely, we're reading this off of Wikipedia, very, very loosely based off the video game with the same name. And it features Bob Hoskins
as Mario,
John
Leguizamo, who is still a pretty, what a major actor, but he still does movies.
Yeah, he does the voice of the Sloth in Ice Age and stuff like that. Dennis Hopper. Well, she actually is a big time actor. He actually unfortunately passed away. He played King Koopa, and we're reading this film tells a story of Mario and Luigi, as they find a dystopia where King Koopa is a dictator.
And basically what that means is Mario and Luigi find an alternate world where King Koopa is the king, and
another dimension.
The major plot, if you want to call it, in this movie, because it's said to not have a really coherent or a good plot, but they go to another dimension, and Koopa wants to be the ruler of both our dimension and his dimension, and they're trying to stop him from doing that.
And this dimension consists of humans that evolved from dinosaurs.
Yeah, and
his plot is to de-evolve the human race back to the Stone Age, back to dinosaurs. And they're in the beginning of the movie, you're shown this baby that comes from this dimension
in an egg.
And that is Princess Daisy, and
which is dropped off by a queen who ends up going into the Ninja Turtles dungeon, and you see her pass away, King Koopa in the background, and so yeah, it takes place in Brooklyn, New York. And then 20 years later is where the movie starts.
It picks up. Now you're shown Mario and Luigi, and I think one of my biggest griefs or beefs with this movie is that they're not seen in their traditional red and green getup until like way later in the movie. And even then, they wear it. It's very short, you know.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, like Chris said, they don't get the costumes on until maybe I'll say 80% into the movie. And then they get these hover boots that are also shown on the cover art, which
makes them jump. I guess that's their explanation for why Mario
and Luigi
can jump
so
in the
high.
game. Here's the thing. Where's Luigi's mustache?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Mario's the only one in this movie who has a mustache.
Right.
And I think the age difference is too much. It's said that Mario's supposed to be in his late 30s and Luigi in his mid-20s. I think there shouldn't be that much of an age difference.
That's a huge gap.
He looks too old.
These early complaints we have with the film is not even its biggest problems.
Right.
I don't know, Mario. Just trust me. I got a good feeling about this alleyway. I don't know.
Let's take a look at King Koopa, a.k.a. Bowser. Is this Bowser? No. Is that Bowser?
Nope.
No. Is that Bowser? No. That man right there, that is supposed to be Bowser.
And
as a human. Now...
There's all the characters in this movie don't look anything like their video game counterparts.
Yeah, that is a Koopa, and this is a Goomba. That is it's a reptilian, disgusting face. It has a little tiny head on this ginormous body.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a Goomba, but I'll give that an X on my list. No, that is not a Goomba.
That is not a Goomba. So the setting, I guess, this is supposed to be the Mushroom Kingdom, which looks like a very terrible 1980s hash of what they thought the future, the destruction of the city. I don't know. It's like a disgusting, dark-looking city that has nothing to do with Mushroom Kingdom whatsoever. I guess the only thing is that there's these disgusting fungus
thingy that
all
could
over the city, which is supposed to be the original king before King Koopa
And he exploded all over the city.
exploded. And I guess there's some sort of light force that helps the Mario Brothers again later on
In the movie.
in their movie. Now, I think the only thing they maybe have gotten right was the bomb bombs in this movie.
Oh yeah,
The bomb
I remember
bombs.
the bomb bombs.
They were a little smaller than the actual thing, but
Mario turned him around and then he walked away and exploded, right?
that was the only
That's
thing.
probably, yeah, you're right. That's probably the only thing.
Other characters from the series,
Yeah,
Yoshi comes back.
that's what I was gonna bring up. I was gonna say that you would think they wouldn't mess up any other characters from the movie, but Yoshi is seen in this movie also. He's a dinosaur that is chained up.
Chained up.
I mean, they got the dinosaur part right, but it doesn't just say Yoshi.
It
Yoshi's
does-
a happy
no.
character, and this is like a sad, gloomy-looking dinosaur.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say the effects on the dinosaur weren't too bad, but it's not Yoshi.
Nope.
And there's no tongue action with
yeah.
Yoshi. He's not green. There's no saddle back or shell on his back. There's no shoes.
Nothing.
How is he supposed to walk without his sneakers? And then you got very random characters, like the two Koopa cousins, I guess they call
the two
themselves.
Koopa cousins you see early on in the movie.
Which I guess they're supposed to be Koopas, but they're clearly humans.
And they're also human, yeah.
Very, very poorly written characters.
So overall, the characters in this movie do not stay true to the original video game counterparts, and the plot itself doesn't make sense to anything other than them trying to beat Bowser. But that I can only see that as, where they got that to be related.
Yes,
so.
Mario Brothers, save Princess, kill Bowser.
Yeah, but
That's the
everything
only
in between,
similarity to the game.
they messed up. So
Everything in between.
I really think that if someone were to make a movie now, but the Mario Brothers, after seeing this, they could really make a good movie.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about this earlier. I think that they could make a Mario Brothers movie, a proper one, but I think it would work best like a 3D animation, like a Pixar film.
Yeah, because
If they were to make it...
there's so many like outrageous characters that you
Yeah.
kind of have to do, something like that. I don't know, maybe me and you, or you and I could star in those movies as Mario and Luigi. That'd be something for you guys to look out in the future.
All I can say is that we would do a much better job than what they've done here.
Yeah, and that's coming from low-budget filmmakers, that we don't have all this stuff. We could probably make a better movie than these people, so...
Now, you grew up with this film. Mm-hmm. I grew up with this film. At the time, I knew that it wasn't exactly right. Mm-hmm. But there are aspects of this film that I look back and I do have, I guess, some sort of a fond, nostalgic memory or something. Something's there.
Yeah.
One scene that I guess you quote a lot.
Yeah, like Chris said, we both grew up with these movies, and me, like, I didn't watch a lot of movies, so when I first watched this, I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I really wasn't a movie critic, so when I watched it over many times, and I thought it's one of my favorite movies back in the day. And I remember when I first met Chris and told him about it, and I found out he hated it. I was like, what? But yeah, that's besides the point. The scene that I love is when Mario and Luigi get arrested, and the chief police officer is getting their names, and he asks Mario first what his first name is, Mario, and he replies Mario. And
You know
then,
what?
well,
Why don't we just
show the
show you
scene?
guys it? Yeah.
Mario. Okay, what's your name?
Luigi.
Luigi?
No, Luigi Mario.
Okay, look, how many Marios are there between the two of you?
There's three. It's Mario and Luigi Mario.
Mike! Up these Marios around the sides.
So
That's the scene that
There's the
Christian
scene. That's my
loves.
favorite
And
scene.
I have to say that was pretty funny. That was a good scene.
Luigi
Other than
Mario.
that, one scene that I think is kind of funny to me, for whatever reason, is seeing the Pine Sol lady in the film. Do you remember? The Pine
Sol
Sol
lady?
commercials. That's the power of Pine Sol, baby. You know,
No, that's
Pine
something I
Sol
don't
lady.
remember.
the lady with the jetpack
Here.
shoes.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the Pine Sol lady.
Oh, I did
Whenever
not
I
know
watch
that.
that scene, I always think about those Pine Sol
The-
commercials.
Okay. Yeah.
She's a heavyset woman wearing a, I think, red outfit.
Yeah,
And
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I remember
the
everything.
scene's very comical, very fake. I think she's has spikes all over her body.
Yeah, red suit with spikes all over her body, and then the crystal ends up in hard to reach area.
A very hard to reach area. I laughed at that scene. It's very
Yeah.
comical. Other than that, the ending scene, which is supposed to be climatic,
Is not.
is not. It's very. How would you? It's disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really have Well, now that I look back at it, I wouldn't. I'll still say okay, it was a poorly made movie, and it didn't really do much, but I won't hate it. But Chris is right. You know, this movie didn't have a lot of expectations while you were watching it, so the ending. I mean, you couldn't really expect much, I think.
No, I think one redeeming factor is the music's okay.
Yeah, I love the music.
The music is decent. It's the music was by Alan Silvestri.
Or
Silve-
Silvestri.
I'm
Silvestri.
I'm bad with last names. He wrote a bunch of movies. Wrote music for a bunch of movies like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the Back to the Future series,
Predator.
Castaway, Predator, Predators,
And recent movies.
Beowulf,
The A-Team.
A-Team. I mean, just Back to the Future itself.
Yeah.
You know, you have
You can kind of get that like element of
you
Back to the
you
Future.
feel that in the music, and I mean, there's nothing that really stands out like a big theme, but the music's not bad.
Well, I like the car theme. I don't know. It's just like that song. Like I could play that on my iPod. I'll probably download it or something. I love that song.
So that was good. The music was good. Other than that, the cinematography was dark at times. There was no color elements to it. It was very drab. You play a Mario game, you see those bright blues, bright greens, you know, all
Bright
those
whites,
all
bright
those
yellows.
beautiful colors shine through, and you don't get that feel at all with this movie.
Nope. I think that if another Mario movie were ever to be made, I think it'd be scratch Bowser and make it Donkey Kong versus Mario.
That'd be cool.
I think that'd be a cooler take on it, but I don't know. We'd like to see if Nintendo would even risk this again, because I know Nintendo was really disappointed in this movie.
Yeah.
And they failed to even mention it in anything. And they just wiped it off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I mean, they've because of this, Nintendo won't give the licensing rights to any company
Anymore.
I mean, I think because of this, they may have ruined the chances of there ever being a Zelda movie, which I think would be spectacular.
True.
On the movie screen.
I think down the line, you and I could contact Nintendo and just beg them. Hey, Miyamoto, por favor, me puede dar licencia.
So that's our take on the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I mean,
If you
go
guys-
see it with
yeah.
an open mind. If you just want to kind of want to laugh at a movie,
Yeah, this is a movie you can just
go ahead.
laugh at. So
I think that if they didn't say that this was a Super Mario movie, I mean, it's silly, it's stupid, but if you're thinking that you're gonna go in seeing a Mario adventure
in space or underwater,
you're not in for a
Not the
treat.
same.
It's not what you're looking for. So thanks again, guys. Leave comments down below of what you think of the movie. And I'm Chris.
and I'm Christian.
And you've just been ChrisCross. Thanks again, guys.
Peace out, people.
Mamma mia!